Mr. Terry, you read?
Yes, sir.
Start.
Yes. Ben, you can play us off. If we ever needed a time when you look at life today, something just when you look at life today, if you ever needed God, it's now. And I guess it's just like any other time, even when you're reading biblically, you can see where you would need God in a sense to manifest itself beyond humanity. And if we ever needed to manifest God, it's now. And it's almost like raising a child. And you can have your morals and your values in your home, and you raise that child, and they can grow up and either accept them or go a totally opposite direction. But somewhere down the road, biblically in God, if you raise a child, train your child up the way, somewhere down the road it can manifest the things that you have shared. So what I'm saying is, we're at a place is where you came up in God. It will be revealed now. You should have experienced some things eyes haven't seen or ears have heard. The things that have kept me even staying saved, even being in fear of sin, being in fear of being proud. All of that came not just with the word, but with the manifested God. And He manifests Himself in me. And so my upbringing in God, I was never walked alone. From the day one that I got the Holy Ghost, there was always this invisible part of my life that the world couldn't see. It baffled me. I was afraid for 3 months when I first got saved. Afraid to go in the room by myself and turn off the lights, because I saw in the spirit, I heard in the spirit. And then I made the mistake of growing up thinking that everybody had experienced this and everybody hadn't. And I learned that the hard way by saying everything that God would tell me and with that small, still voice. I learned I couldn't do that. And then growing up around people in God who I know don't know God, but think they know God. Because there's certain things that if you ever experience the manifested God, you have fear. There's a respected, reverence fear that comes, and you know, I will be driving down the road and I see this eye in the window. Driving down the road and see a hand in the sky. And you could talk about things that people have never experienced. And it's this God that manifests itself. So by the time I went through all the tests and the trials, and it was time to go to Alabama, all of the fiery dots that came. I hadn't got used to being tested by family, tested by church folks, tested with my own mind, body, and I had to conquer. And the Bible called it an overcomer. I had to become an overcomer in every aspect of my life. And I was all dealing with not just the word only, but the manifested God. And I know a lot of people live this life. I know he haven't manifested itself. Before we go there, let's go to St. John, the 14th chapter. And it's in your emails. Going to be a short lesson because we're trying to learn this. St. John 14 and 18. What did it say?
I will not leave you confused. I will come to you.
Now, this is God real power. The Holy Ghost comes,
That's what I was
but He won't leave you comfortless. And God have to manifest Himself. And I'm not talking about some imaginary. Have you all ever had a dream? I'm just sharing things. I talk to people. It's a dream. It's a few dreams that you have. One dream, it'd be a dream of God showing you what kind of life you'll have if you leave it. And there's another dream you'll have what kind of life if you live for Him. I had both of those dreams. But there was another dream that I had, and I noticed a lot of people who God manifested Himself to, they had that dream. And all of them are different, but it kind of has the same detail. This dream was, I remember I had a dream that I was in the woods, in a prison in the woods, and we was all locked up, a bunch of people locked up, and I was there with the other prisoners, and I said to myself, I said, I'm getting out of here. I'm not gonna stay in here. And they said, no, I ain't doing that. And God was revealing things to me in this dream. And in this dream, I told the rest of the people that we were all in prison. I said, I'm coming out. I'm finna escape. They said, they're gonna kill you. I said, but I can't stay in here. I can't stay in here. So I hid. When everybody went to bed, I hid in the dream. And I went and waited till everybody went to sleep. And then I ran while the guards had turned their back, and I jumped the fence. There was a number of woods, and in these woods, but I knew it was demons that was where I could hear them running behind me. I was running with all my might. I looked like I was about out of air, out of breath, and I could hear them coming closer and closer. I was running, and these demons, and then they were getting closer and closer. I could hear by the footsteps. And when they got so close to me, one of them touched me on my shoulder, and I seen this house in the woods. It was a white house in the middle of the woods, and I leaped in the air when the demon touched my shoulder, and it just like slingshot me to the house, and I fell at the front. The door opened for me, and I fell on the floor. I was dirty and nasty, and it was like a receptionist at a desk. And I looked up, and I said, I made it. And then the receptionist said, we've been waiting on you. What took you so long? And I looked there, and I woke up, and then I heard other people, because people talk to me spiritually. Spiritual people talk to one another, and they talk about this kind of stuff. And without me telling other people what I dreamed, I noticed other people having a similar dream of them running, escaping in woods and running from something. Anybody had a dream like that? And you just made it, And most of the time, those are the people that God gonna manifest Himself to. Manifest. When I say manifest, I'm talking about eyes haven't seen, or ears have heard. So it wasn't nothing to it when I remember church tests. Family was my first tests, and then church tests. That was the next tests. But those tests in the church became minute to me. They were baby tests. It wasn't nothing, until God had to turn the heat up, because of my ideology was I do not respect a person's opinion that don't have a relationship with God. So I won't get mad. I'm not a person that get mad. You can call me, you can talk about me. And I look at you and determine what type of relationship you have with God. I don't respect your opinion. So to me, you're talking from ignorance. You respect people. I'm trying to give y'all an ideology in your mind how to live this life. How do you survive when people jiggle at you and talk about you behind your back and do things. I don't respect them with their opinion. I respect people with a relationship with God opinion. I don't respect a person's opinion and they just living his life. I don't respect that. So I can be among the church and look at a person and determine their relationship. Have they been to that place with God? Have they ever gone to that secret place with God? So it doesn't matter to me. So I don't have a reason to get. So the sinners ain't even in the category. To me, they ain't even alive. It's like you saying this person in the casket. You know what? They're rolling their eyes at me. So what? So what a dead person is rolling their eyes at me? You gonna get mad at them? You're gonna punch them in the casket or something. You know. And I literally lived that way. So by the time they arrested me in Alabama, I was already there. I was already had experienced things where I was prepping in my mind to go to jail. I wasn't, just like all of this stuff that's going on, you know, a lot of people talking now, you know, but I was prepared in my mind and in my heart to come to church even if I got arrested. I was prepared for that. It wasn't no faking it. It wasn't no faking it. Because either we gonna believe that God is with us or we just gonna fake it. You know, and they'll be praying, Lord, please don't let the police come, please don't let us get arrested and so forth. Because in my mind, if I go to jail, it's somebody enough for me to witness to. That's the thing I told Autry. That's what I told Autry. If God allowed it, was Autry here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I said, if God allowed it, then it's somebody in there. And then when you get your mind off yourself and focus on the will of God, when she got her mind off herself and focus on, wait a minute, where they at in him? The day I told you that's when it started? The next day, you know, the very next day. So I live in helping other people. That's my survival, you know, so it ain't about me. So the saved person that's all about them is all about them. You are manifested. You are manifested. I don't care how much y'all do to try to cover it up. We know who you are. Amen. We know who you are for real. And so no matter how much you cover it, because it's a test down the road gonna manifest who you are. No matter how much you try to cover up what you really are, something coming down the road. You know, they're gonna show it. So now this season right here, dealing with this virus and the economy changing, people losing their jobs and finances and so forth, how you gonna live? You know, they told me to give away some food right down the road here. My wife asked me, said, should I go? I said, no, stay here. You know, we need this. And the shocking things was the day when the governor said what he said. When he said, we are fighting an invisible enemy. We need them church folks.
He said that?
He said that. He said, well, we ain't gonna stop them. We need that. Because we fight an invisible enemy. I said, my God, a governor saying, because they was attacking him about making church extension. They was attacking him. And when he said, hey, I don't believe we need to be cutting them off, not now. And I said, it's the prayers of the saints. It's the prayers of the saints. Now, out of all the governors in the world, the one in Florida, talking this way.
Thank you, Jesus.
You know, because we took a stance. And so forth. Then God touched that man's heart to say, and he backed them off of him. But he said, well, we don't need to be shutting them down. We fight an invisible force. We got an invisible enemy. You need, and what he's saying is, this is some of them people's life source. The man must be around religion or something. This is how they survive. And right now, we need them. We need them to, whatever they do, to deal with it, and let them do that too. We need the doctors doing what they need to do, but let them church folk do what they do.
Yes.
Y'all love the Lord? So it's the manifested God that we need this season. St. John 14:21-23, what it say?
He that hath my commandments, keep them, he it is that loveth me. And he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father. And I will love him, and I will manifest myself to him.
See, I manifest myself. Now notice, keep on reading.
Judas said unto him, not Iscariot, Iscariot, Lord, how is it that thou wilt manifest thyself unto us, and not unto the world? Jesus answered and said unto him, if a man love me, he will keep my words.
Now all of these churches have decided not to keep his words. We ain't going to church. Now, so the manifested God he say, how, Lord, how is it that thou wilt manifest thyself unto us and not unto the world? Jesus answered and said unto them, if a man love me, he will keep my words. Keep on reading.
And my Father will love him, and will come unto him, and make our abide with him.
He's going to abode with him. So he is revealing how this process. Now I'm going to be short because they practicing on that, giving them some. And plus, I know some of y'all want to go home. And so forth. Didn't try to do that for 12 o'clock. But we still having church.
Yes.
And I ain't finna tell y'all I'm cutting off early and then I'm trying to get this online working so that, because Ben's job just threatened him. So I got to have it where I can say that we are online. Well, y'all ain't having no church, but you still supposed to let the people sit home and look at it online. So you don't supposed to make them work. Y'all ain't having no church. Yes, we are having church. We're having church. So I want to have, and plus there's so many people sitting home looking at TV, we need to catch some of them.
Amen.
We need to catch some of them people. So I'm trying to go on Facebook, YouTube, who else? Skype, and Twitter, all at the same time. So we can't do Instagram. I can do 7. We can't do Instagram.
You can share it on there.
You can't do videos on Instagram.
You can personally
do live? Oh, he said you could do live.
You can do personal. You can go live
So I
on
do a video on
Not
Instagram.
gonna stop.
Y'all put me on Instagram. That's where some of the hoods at. I don't think you can do Snapchat.
You can go live on Instagram.
So what about Snapchat?
You can't go live on Snapchat.
It's included in the.
Well, how they be doing videos on Snap?
Maybe like little, like 20-second videos.
Well, what you think we doing?
No, it's not like that. It's time. You can't go live.
I don't care if I'm on there for an hour. Y'all love the Lord? Now look at this relationship in Exodus 33. Look at the relationship of Moses and how you can't just pray. When you seek God's face, you want more. Even though you're in here speaking in tongues, even though you're crying out to God, the hunger has to be there for more. I want more than this. It's all right when you first get saved, speaking in tongues, God moving and shaking you, and you crying out to God, and the power of God is on you. You gotta want more. Somewhere when you start growing up, I want more. I was excited when I first got saved. I mean, to hear Bishop Bonner preaching, oh my goodness, it was like leaving the planet Earth. And go to the National and so forth. You be sad and going home. Oh man, I gotta go back home. It was just an atmosphere. But when I started growing, that unction preaching was almost like a Snickers bar. It was like a treat. But I couldn't live off of that. I got more hungry. I was in the apostolic church and I became more hungry. I wanted more of God. I said, it got to be more than to the word of God than what I'm hearing. You know, I hadn't heard every message of what Daniel aligned in, the three Hebrew boys. I hadn't heard it all. Jesus on the cross, went to hell preaching, and rose on Sunday morning. I heard all of that stuff. And it was hinted at different men preaching the same thing. So the hunger came. That's how we ended up in Church of God. I was hungry. And I said it to God when I was in Cool DC. I said, I can't believe I'm saying this. It got to be more to God than what I'm experiencing. I said that when I was in the world and got saved. It got to be more to God than what I know. That's when I got the Holy Ghost. Now, before I came to Church of God the Bible way, I said it got to be more to God than what I'm experiencing. Now, Exodus 33 and 13, what it say?
Now therefore, I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight, show me now thy way, that I may know thee, that I may find grace in thy sight, and consider that this nation is thy people. And he said, my presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest. 15. And he said unto him, if thy presence go not with me, carry us not up hence. Verse 16. For wherein shall it be known here that I and thy people have found grace in thy sight? Is it not in that thou goest with us? So shall we be separated, I and thy people from all thy people that are upon the face of the earth. And the Lord said unto Moses, I will do this thing also that thou hast spoken for. Thou hast found grace in my sight, and I know thee by name. Verse 18. And he said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory.
Now listen to Moses. He said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory. That's a greater desire. Now he's talking to God. He said, I want more than this. Show me thy glory. Show it to me. Read 19th verse.
And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee. And I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy unto whom I will show mercy. And he said, thou cannot see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. And the Lord said, behold, there is a place by me, and thou shalt stand upon a rock.
Now, I want you to notice the 21st verse. Now, what God is saying to Moses is he's saying, now, I can't let you see me. Now, notice the 21st verse. And the Lord said, behold, there's a place by me. Tell somebody, you got to get in your place. It ain't going to manifest itself if you don't get in your place. So the Lord told Moses, there's a place by me that thou shalt stand upon a rock. So he's telling him, okay, there's a certain place that you get to, and then what's going to happen? 22nd verse.
And it shall come to pass, while my glory passes by.
Now what was the thing that Moses desired? I beseech thee, show me thy glory. 22nd verse, what it say?
And it shall come to pass, while my glory passes by, that I will put thee in a cliff of the rock, and will cover thee with my hand while I pass by. And I will take away my hand, and thou shalt see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen.
He said, now, I'm finna let you see my glory. He said, but you have to get in this place, and then he said, I'm gonna take you, and I'm gonna put you in a cliff rock. That's it. When God gets you, when you get in that place in God, then he gotta take you to the secret place. And then he take you to the secret place. He said, then I'm gonna move my hand, and I'm gonna let you see my back parts. So I can't let you see my face. He said, why? Because when Moses got in the presence of God like this, he was so bright. You know how when somebody just received the Holy Ghost, you see that light on them? Or some people around the church might come out of prayer and the glow be on them and so forth until sin come again and they look like something else. And Moses had such a light on him. He was on top of the mountain. He was miles away, and Aaron was down there building another god. and so forth. While Moses was up there in the glory, when he started coming down the mountain, miles away, they could see him. They could see, and he had to put a covering over himself because they would have went blind. He was so bright until they would have been blind if they would have looked at him direct. So when he got closer to God's people, he had to cover himself to come towards them so they wouldn't go blind. Yeah, you got to have a desire for God to manifest Himself. You got to be more. If you hung up in what you want, your ways, and I think it ought to be like this, then you experience this earthly manifestation, speaking in tongues, shouting, dancing. You experience that. But to go to that secret place where you can hear His voice, that little small, still voice, it'll become louder. You'd be standing in the crowd of people, He could whisper to you. Or you're standing right there talking to somebody, He could whisper to you. He said some things to me this morning, and I know He don't use my brain. He said some stuff to me this morning, and I'm sitting there saying, I better hurry up and write this down because it's on my head, and I know what he just said, and then I got distracted doing something else, and then I said, Lord, what was that you told me? But it went on my brain, so I couldn't remember it. It came direct from Him. And I meant to write it, because I got my little note thing. I do electronic everything, notes. So I can write my notes in my phone, and it'll go to my computer all everywhere. And so I was going to put the notes in there, but I got distracted doing something, and then it was gone. He'll bring it back to me. But that's a manifestation when you get used to God talking to you. You get used to God showing you stuff in the spirit. You get used to Him. He told me, He said, you can't tell everything. He said, I got to tell you stuff, and you don't tell nobody. Then that's when He started telling me about you all. He tell me about people, And He said, obey them and have rule over you, for they watch for your soul. Yeah. So when a person has that authority and God give them an insight about you, I probably know some of you all better than you know yourself. You know yourself naturally. You know yourself naturally. You don't know yourself spiritually. So my goal is that He already showed me what you're capable of doing in Him. So I don't have to settle for what's displayed. And I don't. But I will attempt, but if you have to put forth the effort, or you're going to settle for, okay, this is the way I live, this is just it, and you can settle for that, and then you're going to be uncomfortable around me, because somewhere I'm going to throw it, I'm going to say it, for a person to be living, it's almost like living less than your privileges. You're living poor, but you got money. A lot of homeless people are wealthy people. A lot of homeless people, sometimes they find them people dead and they have $80,000 in that grocery cart they stole. And so a lot of homeless people are wealthy. A lot of homeless people are intelligent people. And so forth. And it's a demonic spirit that trap your mind. But they trap your mind in your ways, in your way of thinking. I refuse to be in the church and we have access to God, then He can come and take over my mind, and this mind that be in me, be in Christ Jesus, and I'm going to live with my mind?
Oh, yeah.
No, I ain't finna live like that. So first, I got to allow Him to crucify me. He going to crucify me. That's these tests and trials. Then He'll break my spirit. My spirit had to be broken. He broke me. I'm talking about after I got saved. I wasn't drinking, smoking, fussing, cussing no more. I'm in the church and He broke me. He had these people to turn on me, this to turn on me, this to turn on me to turn on me. And my total dependency was upon Him. I couldn't no longer live a life dependency on my feelings, these people. I wasn't going to let the lust of flesh consume me and run my... Every one of us are self-destructive. We were born and we were not made complete. Go to Colossians 3 and 18. No, it's not on there. Now, you can get your old phone and at least go through the Bible. You can sit there all you want. And don't go through no Bible. That don't matter to me. Colossians 3. Y'all love the Lord? Tell the Lord thank you. Verse 17.
Colossians 3 and 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Jesus.
All right. Now, Colossians 2 and 10. When he made you, he left out a piece. You a jigsaw puzzle. Read.
And ye are complete in him,
You're not complete. You complete when you in him. Read.
which is the head of all principalities
So
and
the
powers.
person that's dependent on everything that you got, let's go to Psalms 39. Man is missing something. Even at his best state, humanity is missing something. Psalms 39. You depending on, person depending on their education. Let's go to the 11th verse.
When thou with rebukes dost correct man for iniquity, thou made his beauty to consume away like a moth. Surely every man is vanity.
Every man is vanity. Somebody look up that word vanity. Every man is vanity. What?
It's vapor of, that's
Emptiness.
emptiness, yes.
Want of substance, to satisfy desire, what did you say? Uncertainty, fruitless desires and endeavors. Every man is vanity, and a person who sit there and get saved and continue to trust in your ways. So let's say you're pretty good at what you're doing in the natural. The 5th verse, Psalms 39 and 5. You're pretty good at what you do.
39 and 5. Behold, thou hast made my days as a handbreadth, and my age is as nothing before thee. Verily, every man at his best state is altogether vanity.
Even at your best. Why? Because ye are complete in him. Even a man at his best state is vanity. Empty. Emptiness. That's what that word vanity means. You empty. So you're going to rely on whatever you achieved in life, your job, your education, whatever you're good at. What you do. I'm thinking about it. Look at, to work in the medical field now, like Sylvia, you got to be in God. You work around elderly people. Corona could be out there just walking around now. And you got to go there and touch them. You know, now they're saying that you can get it by just being around a person breathing. They're just breathing. So, don't you know we have to tap into faith? We have to. The coughing, they're saying that little spit that come out lingers. We think it's just dropping on the ground. It's floating. And I think it said, what, 24 hours? And something can go on the surface of something for 7 hours. Corona can sit on the surface of something for 7 hours. That's why people wearing gloves. We went to the place yesterday, man, disinfected his cell phone. He handed me an ink pen and disinfected that. Went to U-Haul, they got a whole 6-foot wall. You can't get to the people at the cash register. They got a 6-foot wall distance in U-Haul. And they got the debit machine sitting down there just for you to touch it. They don't care how many people touch it because they ain't touching it. And so forth. And ain't no way that you can be relying on yourself now. Tell somebody, I need God. Why? Because we're complete in him. That's the missing piece out of us. And then he said, now how you gonna manifest yourself? He said, now man, the person that keep my word. The person that keep my word. So all of these churches are manifested now. God manifesting what they believe. Until the very dependency upon the government, then God gonna take a government official. Man, God sure know how to rebuke you. God gonna take a government official, and then he gonna turn around and say, we fighting an invisible enemy. They need to be there doing what they do. The doctors over here doing what they do, let them do what they do. And so it took, you know who saved and who ain't saved. So God know what he's doing. I just want to be saved. So to live this life, you got to experience the manifested God. Got to. And so forth. May God bless you. Man, it's not a problem. Any questions, y'all can turn off.
I got a question, Bishop.
Who they have a question on? Let's come on. What's the question? Keyshawn, y'all don't turn it off? Come on.